Got
you can see already there's sort of stats galore. You know, you can fine-tune things all you want if you're into that.
I'm going to go for a new weapon or a new body armor here as well, which you can see represented on my character too. I don't think Elma's got much new, but I'm going to see what
she starts with pretty good stuff. Did you
yeah,
just give her your old shirt?
I think I did.
Fair enough.
She doesn't want that.
You know, it's a little worse than what she had. It's a little worse than what she had. I'll go back to that and step back out. Let's see, what else can we show off right here? We've got the arts palette.
There, you could look at the class menu.
Now, all of the arts can be leveled up individually. So you use your the battle points for leveling up each of these arts. I want to level up my assault hammer. I want to see if I have the arts for this.
Right, basically the more you use them, the more you're going to be able to upgrade them. There you go.
And then from this screen, I can also customize. If I feel like it, I can customize my arts palette and swap in different arts. I don't have a lot of arts available to me right now, so I'm not really going to mess with that.
And progressing in different classes is what's going to earn you more arts and then allow you to sort of mix and match. Once you've earned the art for that class, you can then sort of hybridize and mix those into your palette there.
I feel like making a huge mistake here, Ethan.
Really?
Yeah.
What level are you at?
Let's check it out. Not enough. Level not enough.
Okay, well, let's go for it.
All right. Now, one of the nice things that happens, I might as well set this up now. One of the nice things that happens if one of your characters falls in battle is you can spend your TP. I'm going to shield myself up here.
Yeah, you go with the melee.
Yep.
You got it.
There, go back to guns.
Oh, you're not looking
guns
great.
Are better. No, I've felt better. So this might be a good opportunity to show off what happens when one of your characters. Oh, I missed that. When one of your characters dies, she might have an opportunity to come over and spend TP to resurrect me.
Right.
If she has enough TP to do this, she'll come over.
Right.
She's not in a real hurry right now.
Yeah.
So I do have the opportunity to quick start right back to where I was. I don't see her coming over my way anytime
look like it's happening.
soon.
You said she's in no hurry. I think
She is in zero hurry. She's pretty busy over there. So I'm going to take this time to jump back to basically where I was, where I walked back out over the vista.
I encourage him to do bad things.
This is you're the little guy on my shoulder telling me the wrong thing to do. No, I made that decision all on my own. So I'm going to jump back to not where I was and going to take a different path this time, get us down to the lake.
Right.
Now, let's see. As Ethan mentioned, jumping doesn't do any damage to you, so you've got a good fall ahead of you here. You get to see what happens when I just take right off of the edge.
I just got to tell you, can you put the camera up a little bit?
Yeah.
The view from on top of those waterfalls is exquisite.
Breathtaking.
Yeah. We don't have time to get there now, but I'm
we'll
just
work
saying.
to it. Now I'm just going to run through an entirely different part of the map here. I'm going to head down to the beach. Maybe see if I can jump over these rocks.
Oh yeah,
here.
you can.
Nice.
The jump in this game is pretty generous.
Now let's see. He is. Where was I before when I didn't do so awesome? I did.
You were back along the
Yeah.
path.
Okay. That's. This guy's level 45. So.
That was level 4.
That was level 4.
I'm saying maybe not.
I didn't do so hot on level.
I'm saying you
4
should have brought flowers.
Yeah.
And just for the sense of scale, there's his toenail,
Right.
and there's me. So
and
I'm just
you
gonna.
could attack that guy.
I could.
But the toenail
I'm not-
itself is like
not
level 13.
Right.
Gonna, yeah. So I'm gonna go find someone a little more innocuous over
We
here.
should,
Hey, buddy.
make our way over toward the
What
ship.
are you doing? Little level 2 guy, not doing anyone any harm. So I'm going to take this opportunity to do a little bit of leveling because I know that I am not ready for the end battle. And if we have an opportunity to make it to the end battle, I do want to show off. Made it that time.
Yeah, that is tough.
Not a
Ooh,
double.
nice double.
The timing is really harsh on those if you're not paying attention, which I am only barely managing to do right here.
Peripherally painted. There you go.
So I'm going to see if this guy. I don't think I'm doing too bad on him. So I'm going to stick with melee. I'm going to let my assault hammer build up to its full second recharge.
There you go.
And then I'm going to attack with that and knock him down.
Which is what you got, I believe, for letting it build up twice. It adds knockdown to the attack.
Good work.
Yeah.
And that helped me to take him out a little bit more easily. Now that was basically like attacking a rabbit, though.
So Ed, you've played some other open world RPGs.
Oh yeah, for
right?
sure.
And that's more of what's kind of been the recent Western trend is to have open world RPGs, and I think one of the things I'm super excited about is I grew up playing a lot of JRPGs, the Japanese style. Most of them were turn-based, and they kind of stuck to a formula for a long time. But when the Wii Xenoblade Chronicles came out, it was kind of an interesting mesh, you know, between you know, those really deep battle systems and, you know, I don't know, just the story elements, you know, that you would get in a Japanese RPG, and that fans of that genre really want, but also the open world exploration that a lot of people have kind of come to expect from other, you know, Western developed open world games. So.
Yeah, I mean, this definitely has, I mean, just breathtaking, exquisite. You can take your pick of any adjectives that you want.
Now the sun is starting to set, I think, here, and you can see a couple of the moons of the local planet here coming out.
Yeah.
See, where's the other? Oh, there it is, right over there. So you're going to get to see a little bit of dusk here, and I'm going to get myself back on track. I had to take a moment to look around.
Yeah, this will take you somewhere near where you were before.
I'm going back over to that. Oh, whoa, hi there, buddy.
Hey, hello.
He's okay.
Let's take a look at you.
He's all right.
Yeah.
This is
that little guy.
That's what you get for surprising me like that.
He's so brutal.
No mercy.
I know. I startle easily.
When did you get that crossbow, by the way?
That was my new weapon.
Oh, okay.
That was the new one that I
haven't
equipped
actually
a few
seen that
moments ago.
before.
Yeah, you know, in all the times I've been playing this demo, I haven't seen this one either.
Yeah.
These low-level guys, like, are not slouches.
No, not by any means.
If they turn on you.
Right. And if you find the ones that
he saw me,
that will join in, that's when things can get out of hand really quick.
So as you saw a moment ago, this guy was aggressive.
Whoa!
He's really aggressive, moving a little faster than I can keep track of.
Yeah.
And he saw me, and he jumped into the battle and brought his friend.
Yeah. It is possible to run away.
That's okay. No.
I'm just saying.
I appreciate your concern. It's very
no surrender, no
very
retreat,
touching.
but you know. That's not really your style. Nicely done.
Cowardly retreat is an option, Rich. We just want you to know.
There's nothing ignoble about running away with my tail between my legs.
So just doing my duty. She does keep calling out for melee attacks, melee arts.
Oh, so she needs some melee. Okay, thanks. I appreciate.
That seems to be a common theme.
I appreciate the shout.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna get in there for a little melee attack.
Right.
I'm also gonna shield up here because now that I'm melee, I'm taking a lot more damage. I've been hanging back.
Last level up.
I'm gonna go after the other one over here.
Yeah.
I think I just got a new art on my palette too.
Yeah.
I think I just got
right,
battle
class
cry.
level up.
Now that battle cry is gonna draw the enemy's attention to me.
Right.
Which, if you've been watching my playstyle, that's the last thing I want. But if I draw the enemy's attention to me, then it gives my partner an opportunity to get in with some other attacks. And if you remember aggro from Xenoblade Chronicles, this is a good opportunity. You know, it ties into to the way that aggro operated in Xenoblade Chronicles. The
Don't
next
forget
battle,
you can dash with the L stick as well.
yeah, by clicking down on it. Now I'm gonna see if I can use aggro, or if I can use battle cry to get this guy's attention. Did I get battle cry on this one?
Yeah,
there it is. Yeah, there it is.
Oh wait, no,
that wasn't
not
battle
it
cry.
yet. My bad.
Yeah, that's the next dart I get.
Yeah.
But I was able to knock this flyer out of the sky and take a few extra pot shots at him while he was down there. That is entirely my playstyle, by the way. 100%. Knock down the enemy and take pot shots.
So, what do you think? Do you anticipate playing something like this? Like eventually when it comes out?
This is something you can't. It's so hard to see something with such an epic scale and not like feel a draw to it. You know, as a gamer, this is beyond being gorgeous. The combat system looks really intricate, but at the same time, it seems like you're doing a really fluid job, Rich, of navigating this. And I mean, it looks really, really interesting.
You get the hang of it pretty quickly. I mean, the right stick for camera camera control, left stick for movements. It's natural. It feels really natural.
I think it could look intimidating to people who don't typically play lots of games like this, but to just do that sort of surface level battling, especially at the beginning, that's required to go forward is not that tough.
Now I'm bypassing a lot of battle opportunities here where I could be leveling because I want to see if you think I'm ready for that end boss.
You've leveled up a couple times.
I might take a few more opportunities.
Maybe not that level 6 beastie though.
That's I learned my lesson last time on biting off more than I can chew. I'm gonna get us a little closer in. He's also mostly harmless, so I'm okay leaving him alone for now.
Sneak by.
He's just trying to eat, and I don't want to interrupt that. I also want to get you a better, closer view. This is my excuse. I want to get a closer view of the city. So we're coming in on the city itself.
Right.
You can get, again, a sense of the scale.
Yeah.
We aren't even near it yet.
Yeah.
So let's get in there, and I feel like I need to grind a little bit more.
You can see, though, that there's less enemies wandering around now that it's nighttime.
I really ought to grind a little more before I get into this. I'm a little nervous here, Ethan.
Oh, you'll be fine. You're going to be,
we're
going to be okay.
We're about 50-50.
Yeah.
We're about 50-50 on this boss battle.
Oh, you're going for it.
I'm going for it.
Okay, here we go.
We've been 50-50 on this, so
right.
let's see which way the coin falls on this.
Ladies and gentlemen,
so she's saying it looks a lot bigger up close. Lots of people have moved in, made it home.
Now there's some good tension on this scene, so I'm not going to jump out of this.
So this is the west gate of the city. Right now it's closed up for safety. And so in order to get in, you're going to have to take an elevator rather than just go through the main gate. Uh-oh.
Although before I get to that elevator, I'm going to have this guy and a couple of his friends to contend with.
She's surprised to see aggressive enemies like this so close to the city.
Because there is, in fact,
Neo LA?
Yeah,
What was it called? Yeah.
Neo LA. We're on our way to Neo LA. I'm a little surprised to see these guys so close to the city too, because again, there's a military installation not more than a couple hundred feet from me right now. But I think they want to make sure
You're worthy.
Okay. So I'm going to remind you up front.
Run away.
You see down at the bottom it says hit the plus button to do battle menu. So if you bring up the battle menu on the right there, there's going to have a lot of options that you can give orders to your NPCs. And I believe the second one from the top is basically focus fire. So your NPCs will make sure to attack the enemy that you're attacking.
Okay, we took down one of them.
Yeah.
We're feeling pretty good so far.
I think you're going to be all right.
I don't know.
I don't want to jinx it though. Sorry.
Yeah, seriously, what are you doing?
Did you have her focus fire?
I'm going to need you to point me to that.
So bring up the battle menu.
All right,
second from the top.
This is bad. I can't. Okay, second from the top.
You got it.
You're asking me to do a lot here.
Yeah.
All right, focus fire.
Okay.
We got it.
So that'll just ensure that she's going to attack your target.
Okay, so we're going to take this guy out. Get a little hit point boost right there. Took him out. Oh, that was faster.
They get a lot faster once you've completed a few of them. And you can see what that's doing each time you complete one of those, raising that soul stage.
I'm having some trouble with those later ones.
And the soul stage is going to, the higher it is, it's going to give you more bonuses during the battle. And the reason they get more difficult to complete is that soul stage meter is going to go down over time, so you can't just keep raising it up.
All right, so we
took
that out.
Over. Nicely done.
You made pretty good work of that, yeah.
That's the quickest I've seen you do that.
Yeah.
That is.
Nice work.
I like the way you got the Borealis effect going on up there.
Nice.
So she thought that they landed in a relatively safe area, but you know, for every friendly race that there is in space, there's bound to be some ones that are more hostile as well.
I love the feel of this game. It's very much like not only do you discover that you're not alone out in space, but you also discover that whatever's out there doesn't really care about you.
Oh yeah,
and doesn't really care for you.
Yeah, space doesn't care.
So now we're getting a good opportunity to take a look out over.
Space is not your friend.
No, space is not your friend.
Take a look out over Neo Los Angeles from the outside.
More items.
And we're going to see if we can get up that elevator to give you a deeper view of what Neo Los Angeles looks like.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
It's sort of an extensive cutscene that's going to give you a flavor for what you're looking at inside this first hub, your hub town, basically. So that's the west gate up ahead of us. But as Elmo was telling us, the gate is sealed right now, and you see our military installation right here, keeping guard just over the gate and not over us as we approach the gate.
Right.
I really could have used their help a minute ago, but that's...
I think she's kind of given some word up ahead that you're coming in, bringing in some survivors.
Sense of scale again. Just take a quick look around.
It really is pretty impressive when you get up close.
Yeah, and I'm going to go up here.
And you can jump around on all that stuff. Like, you know, if you're somebody who loves to explore and kind of see if it's possible to go places, a lot of times games won't let you do that. You know, you'll run up against an invisible wall that prevents you from going places, but that's really, as far as I've been able to tell, that's really not the case in this.
There we go. Yeah, I've spent a lot of time just exploring this opening area.
Yeah.
Long before I even get to that boss battle.
Yeah.
One thing I love about this elevator here is it gives me an opportunity to show you how far off you can see.
Right, it's another vantage point. Like, I think we came from way over there. We can't see in the rain now, but...
Yeah, the rain is poorly timed, but the weather pattern, you know, we don't control the weather here. Right. But you do get an opportunity to look out over a bit of the space out there.
Yep. There's that guy that we visited earlier.
Yeah, the guy who's...
nice guy.
Actually, he's a little bit closer than the other one. There's
okay, you're right.
There's a lake down there that you would be able to see across if it just hadn't started raining on us.
I'm not totally sure what the deal is with these sort of crystal spikes that seem to have sprung up where the ship landed. I don't know if that's something that's going to be explained later in the game, but it's definitely intriguing.
Now, we did talk a little bit about the class system. Before I go through that gate and kick into this cutscene, I do want to show off some of the class system here.
Yeah.
Let's see, character, class.
Yeah, that's it.
You'll be able to change through any number of classes. Each character has a class set that they can cycle through.
Right.
We're right here at the opening class at Drifter, and then I'll be able to specialize into a couple of different classes. Class names aren't final, of course, but it gives you a sense of what their function is going to be within the game. And then that also shows you a little bit of what their arts palette is.
Right.
And you'll
the
be able
type of
to
arts you're going to earn.
Yeah,
right?
as you level up, you get more of those arts.
Yeah.
And then you can specialize even more. Now, one different thing about Xenoblade Chronicles X is that you can change classes on the fly even mid-battle.
Yeah.
Cool. So if there's an arts palette set that you want to have access to that you don't have access to right now, you can change classes out and jump from a defensive attacker to a heavier attacker. Right. If there's something that you find yourself needing desperately, you'll be able to switch classes on the fly, jump straight out into a different class and use those abilities.
Yep. And if I'm understanding everything correctly, and you know, it's a pretty complicated game with all the things you can do. If I'm understanding correctly, though, you can, once you've earned those arts for each class, you can then, you know, mix and match, right? And kind of build your own
and really
class.
specialize your character to suit your own gameplay style. My cowardly base attack entirely dependent on striking enemies when they're unawares, or perhaps feeding on, you know, grains and fauna.
You do love to get the enemies that seem to be the most peaceful.
Yeah, the flora rather, but yeah. So we're walking out into Neo Los Angeles for the first time.
Oddly enough, here we are in real Los Angeles.
We are
in old Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Which just looks so dingy now that we got our first glimpse of Neo Los Angeles. Old Los Angeles just doesn't compare.
I know, it just doesn't measure up anymore.
Yeah. I'm sorry, LA. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to apologize for insulting Los Angeles online, aren't I?
It's okay.
I love it so much, though. So here we got a view out over Neo Los Angeles. It's going to come up as soon as Elma finishes.
Yeah, she's just, you know, kind of explaining about the city. And, you know, it was kind of a model city to begin with, but it's become, you know, a real living place that they have to use. So welcome to New Los Angeles, Rich.
Now we're going to end this demo here on a flyover of Neo Los Angeles, where you get a chance to check out this entire explorable area. It's already vast.
Yeah.
Just all on its own, this is a gigantic space that you can wander freely throughout. As we mentioned, it's a hub town. You get quests here. You see your first giant mech here. These are going to become an integral component of gameplay much later on, of course.
Your first cat as well.
Yeah. But you also see some really interesting, more mundane things. Just these are the survivors trying to live on this alien world.
So she's talking about the fact that, you know, this is really mankind's last hope, and it sounds like they've been here for a couple of months before you have come on the scene.
Yeah, before
and
you get thawed.
Explaining that while it's still sort of a work in progress, they've really hardened up their desire to make this home for, you know, the future.
And here we go, one big flyby, and
Big swoop.
there you go.
Wow. That's awesome.
Neo Los Angeles in all its glory.
Well, Rich, Ethan, we're about out of time. Just want to say thanks for stopping by and
You
giving
bet.
us a deeper look here on Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for
If
having
you
us
like
on.
what you see, I hope people are excited because there is a lot to this game.
Yeah, it looks really good. I'm excited to do a little deeper dive.
Yeah.
Into this. Like, I think it's going to be exciting. It's going to be good.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
enough. Thank
Up
you.
next, don't go anywhere. We got Hyrule Warriors coming up, and we might have a special guest with us as well. All right, Nintendo Treehouse live at E3. Don't go anywhere.
Thanks.
依存がなければ今日
Just them to start off with.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse live at E3. I'm Ed, I'm here with Chris, a fellow Treehouse member. We're going to take a closer look here at Hyrule Warriors, something that I know a lot of Zelda fans, a lot of Dynasty Warriors fans are super excited about.
Yeah, I mean, what's not to be excited? This is a fusion of, the Zelda universe with the Dynasty Warriors, very fast-paced, frenetic, huge battles. So we actually have a special demo here for Treehouse Live at E3. So we could,
We're gonna do Midna?
We should probably start with Link. No, of course we're going to do Midna. Ha! Oh, that was beautiful. Everyone thought I was really going to do that.
Everybody did. By the way, I just want the best loading screen ever.
It's so charming, just seeing the little
Love it.
guys there. There's more little references like that in the game. Spoiler alert. This game is a love letter to Zelda. Spoiler.
As if
Big
you
old
didn't
spoiler.
know, yes.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff like that. So, rest assured it's doing right by your fandom. So in this particular level, there's a lot of levels inspired by previous Zelda games. This one, however, is inspired by Twilight Princess, specifically the Palace of Twilight.
Right.
And I'll be commanding Midna here. Everyone loves Midna. She's, just kind of floating around doing her thing.
You're surrounded by your buds.
She,
But
of course,
here we go.
her run, she can create this little Twilight Wolf here to run around and attack enemies. So I'm just going to start wailing on enemies wholesale here because that's the whole point right now. In most Zelda games, you have to be careful and sneaky and you have to use thought. This one, there's still some careful, sneaky thought, but you also got to wail on those enemies.
Oh, it's so delicious.
It's so great. So basic attacks here. These are just my weak
walk us
attacks.
through.
This is my weak attacks, doing some weak attack combos here. It's kind of basic, hand slap. I can also mix in a strong attack here, do a bigger one with some wolves show up. This here is a captain. So this is a Re-Dead Knight. These guys are going to be stronger than just your standard little bokoblins there. He's going to try to use his classic attacks here where he freezes me. when that happens, he's actually weak. So if I let him do that, I can actually start throwing bombs at him, start hitting his weak point gauge. Once that goes down, I'll be able to do a bigger attack to him. It's tricky, because I don't have the best item in this particular demo to hit him with. But I can still attack him pretty good. There's actually a lot. This is one of many captains. In this level, we'll actually see some others. I'm going to go try to find some Arrowfuls, because those guys are a little more fun to fight than Redead at the moment.
Yeah, you know, and for people who maybe aren't as familiar with the Dynasty Warriors franchise, I mean, this is what it is. So you're really you're putting Zelda in this world, and I mean, this mixture it seems to work really, really well.
It really does. I mean, this is exciting to see characters. I mean, people have, you know, never controlled Midna because she was on Link's back. This is the first time you get to actually pull her out and say, okay, Midna, you're one of, you know, Zelda lore's favorite characters. Let's bring you back. Everyone loves you. What can you do? What can you do for us?
And now to be able to see that, have that opportunity to do so.
Exactly. So now we have some different captains here.
Right.
They have a different thing that'll happen that'll make their weak point happen. They'll actually spike into the ground with their sword. I'm waiting for that. Or I would if I bother to wait. I don't want to. I want to go attack this keep right now because I'm impatient. I don't have to be patient in this game.
This is the ultimate game for those of us who lack patience.
Exactly. They're still going to follow me in here because that's just how it goes. But I'm going to try to take this keep. The whole point of taking keeps is to entrench your location, really solidify your control of the battlefield. So once I get in here, you'll notice a little gauge that right now says lower level east. This is the keep. So once that gauge goes down to nothing, the keep boss will appear. Once I take him out, then my army will control this keep, which is the goal. So I'm going to just keep attacking these guys. I can use attack combos, very simple controls. I'm making it look probably a lot simpler because I know how to do a little dodging here, dodging there. I'm all about quick attacks. Again, I'm not a patient player here, and I don't have to be.
Well, and this is one actually that would probably be to your disadvantage if you were naturally.
Kinda. I mean, there are characters that require you to do a bit more thought, but I mean, Midna here is frenetic. She's fast. You got to keep going. So now I've taken this keep, which is good, because now instead of spawning enemies, it's going to spawn my guys. Yeah, so I got to get to the next one. I got to get to the upper level east next, because those are my goals right now. I can also stop by these outpost captains, but first, of course, the enemies are going to break the bridges, because why wouldn't they?
Narrative twist.
There you go. In the meantime, I got these outpost captains. If I break these guys down, these little outposts, instead of spawning bad guys, once again, the good guys are going to start showing up here. And, of course, I'm going to have Arrowfuls following me. That's okay, though. I got an item coming up that's going to help me take care of them as soon as I get done with this keep here. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to use a big special attack. So once I get my yellow special attack meter up to max, I can pull out a bigger specialer attack. Hence, special attack.
Did you say specialer?
It's specialer than most. I mean, this is a pretty special attack, but it's the most specialist of attacks. I can also huck bombs here. So this is one of the many Zelda items that you can use. Bombs are pretty basic. You get this in the first mission. You can see everyone's been playing out on the show floor. This is not on the show floor. This is exclusive content.
This is, yes.
This is special here.
Only place to see it, right here.
Only place to see this, right here.
Chris, you are whomping them.
That's the goal.
Good work.
Like this Redead here, I wish I could break down his meter, but as soon as I get the next item here. Okay, so the keep bosses appear, which is good, because I want to get this keep, because I know what's in this keep. And I want this, because the bridges are down. How am I going to get through those bridges once the bridges are down?
We'll see.
We will see. So take it over. So I own this now. My mission is successful. I need to take these two sides on the east. That was very important to my position. Very important.
So you see Impa off on the horizon, but
she's
got a little action going on here.
I got a chest. I got to get a chest now. First, I'm going to get a little magic. Hopefully I can fill my magic meter, because I really want to show you my magic attack, but I didn't do that yet. So let's check what's in the chest. Who can guess? Quick, someone at home guess what is in this chest, and you win the knowledge that it's the hook shot is in this chest.
Knowledge is the most important thing.
It is really important.
Of all things. That is a great prize.
In all of the Dynasty Warriors franchise and Zelda Warriors franchise, knowledge is the greatest strength. My level is 6. I'm actually level 6 of knowledge.
That was a good answer.
Thank you. We're here to learn. We're here to experience not just great games, but learning. And we're going to learn how to tick down this Twilight Dragon. Argarok. So now that I have the hook shot, I have a much better defense and offense against all of these Arrowfuls that are flying around. Because now I can actually shoot myself to them, which is nice.
The chaos in here is just like, it's just to the point of being maddening, and it keeps you at that level of like just on the edge of excitement the entire time.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna let this guy go. I'm gonna try to take down that dragon, because that's what I want to do right now the most. That's what we got to do, because that's very important, because I can't let the allied base fall. If that falls, we lose.